bit longer and then that's it. So, right, any other questions you want to ask Liam?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Why doesn't he come down? I think he was asking.
Oh yeah, but why don't you come down and try to figure out who attacked Dad with me and Harvey?
What's the point? He says, judging by how you came up here, everyone already thinks it's me.
Which is why you could come help and prove you're not such a bad guy. It's just a misunderstanding.
What? I cut off my sister's hand while fighting with my dad. How can you misunderstand that?
But I'm the sister. I can say how he's such a good guy. They'll surely believe me. Kinda.
He shakes his head. There's no point.
Sweetie, I don't think you get how this works.
He shakes his head. There's
like you hear a random cockroach say, "Yeah, sweetie, I don't think you get how this works."
God, this is supposed to be depressing right now, dude. She's just trekked up the mountain thinking that she's found the guy who's assaulted her dad, only to find out that one, it's her brother, and two, the story hasn't added up because everyone else described him as something evil. But he's just depressed.
As people often do. When somebody needs help, what do? They blame him.
You won't convince me, he said. The last guy couldn't even convince me either.
The last
God, who is this guy? Me?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Well, no, wait, Connor, he's depressed because he feels like he can't go home because he's ashamed that he cut off his sister's hand. I think that's a little bit different to being in a wheelchair.
No, I mean the whole, oh, you cannot convince me. Not even the last guy could.
Well, no, yours is more like, you cannot convince me. If you put words in my mouth, I will shoot down your neck and call you a toilet. Anyway, so... yeah, the last guy who came through here, he asked me to make some things for him with the ice, so I made him a mask and axe.
Why would you do that? Do you know who he was?
I don't know. I just knew he was a friend of Panthers, or Lightnings, one or the other.
I need to know what's going on here. I don't know who attacked Dad, and you coming with me, figure this out together.
He looks up and sighs. I'll come down and help you find who assaulted Dad. But after that, I'm coming back up here. No one needs me, not after what I've done.
I hug him tightly.
You note that he's very cold.
Brr. I need a coat.
You trek back down the mountain. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go to the local store and get some hot chocolate first. I think you need it.
You go to the nearest Tesco's. You would have gone to Starbucks. You would have gone to Starbucks, but those prices, sheesh.
Yeah, Dad doesn't. Well, I did have some money, and I spent it on just a cool yo-yo. It wasn't all that good. I broke it within the first.
Liam reminds you that because you're heroes, you're technically rich. It's just that Dad raised you to be a cheapskate.
Yeah. I'll try try to remember not to waste my money. But anywho, let's just get hot
You order
chocolate.
yourself a hot chocolate. Liam orders an iced tea with extra ice.
Good man.
Are you sure you want that and not like a nice warm drink?
It's too hot for hot chocolate. You note that it's winter.
It's like -1 degrees outside.
Too warm. Colder on the mountain.
Are you like an abominable snowman or something?
He laughs.
Are you a snowman?
He laughs. That was the name you wanted me to pick for a hero name. You always had such lame name ideas.
Hey.
You decide to not tell him that you called yourself Turbine. You've already been made fun of enough by your brother and an old man.
Yeah, well, let's go see Harvey first.
Dent.
You go to the hospital. Harvey's gone.
Oh great, I bet he's gone off and chatting to girls or something again.
Liam, you hear Liam give a cold chuckle.
He's talking about how he's much cooler than me. Anyway, I guess we could see Dad? If you're up for it.
Liam hesitates. But ultimately goes in with you.
Dad, you awake?
Wolfgang starts gesturing with his hands. You recognise it as sign language. You read it out loud as he signs. No shit, Sherlock.
Haha, funny, Dad.
You see him. You see him sign the letters of H and A and H and A.
Well, I've got a guest for you, Dad.
You step aside, which admittedly wouldn't have worked anyway, because Liam's like 6 foot and you're not 6 foot. You know, this is a tall, lanky man that carries an axe twice the size of a tree.
Are you sure he's not secretly Kratos?
I'm positive.
Did remember Liam?
You see Wolfgang's eyes well up.
It's not as bad as Panther said. He doesn't seem to be the one who attacked you either.
Wolfgang signs back. The person who attacked me looked different, but the ice, I could have sworn it was.
Strange.
You leave the room for a second and look through the window. You see Liam and Wolfgang talking. Liam gives your dad a hug.
Oh.
Somewhere in the background, you hear someone shout out in a Mr. Talk voice, "Family reconciliation."
Family reconciliation!
No!
Can I be like one of the background characters? That would be funny.
No, Connor.
Oh well.
Oh, Connor, you haven't heard what Risso's collectible is yet, have you?
No.
It's USB sticks, so when she puts them in the computer, it just talks about a specific meme that we have to do with Risso. So I think she's got one so far. So if she wants, she can try and find a nearby computer, because, to see what's on it.
Yeah.
She still hasn't done that. Risso, do you want to see what's on a nearby computer?
Yeah, sure.
You barge a nurse out of the way. You're a hero after all. You need to use that computer. You close their game of Age of Empires 2 and put in the USB stick.
Hopefully you saved for her first. Don't be a villain.
You know that
now.
you did. You know that you didn't save because she's supposed to be a nurse looking after your dad in a hospital, not playing RuneScape or Age of Empires 2. I mean, get your priorities straight, man. You put in the USB stick, and a crudely drawn picture of Quagmire with someone's face plastered on fills the screen. It says "Wackety wackety woo."
I'm definitely questioning Harvey about this later.
Being thoroughly disturbed, you put the USB stick back in your bag and hope to never see that again. Right, and I think that's about all the time we have for today for that, because I've got to obviously edit that together.
Yep.
So I've got to rewatch all of them, or at least get to the end bits of each one so far. So we're going to have a quick recap, because this is the 4th episode. We're going to do each like one at a time. So Connor has done some family reconciliation and you know, put a really terrible dad in prison. He's also got 2 party members, being Buddy being an elf who he hasn't asked the name of yet, but I'm going to make him Buddy the elf, but with magic.
Okay.
Because the thumbnail has literally got Buddy the elf from the movie Elf holding a fucking bow.
Okay.
Well, I haven't uploaded that thumbnail, but that's the
other
original.
one's a hunter.
The other one's a hunter.
Right.
Yeah. So that's that one. Meanwhile, in
And I did not pick up any of my collectibles, which are
cheeses.
cheese.
Meanwhile, in the nearby city of wherever the fuck Dylan's one's set, he has stolen fezzes from homeless people, dogs, vending machines, and firefighters, questioned gay firefighters, and told an Alopecian that he was a killer. He did not slide down the fireman's pole.
And one of the firefighters thought he had an N-word pass. Like, thought he was black because he says the N-word a lot. And that firefighter just happens to be crippled.
It's Connor. Meanwhile, in the foggy town of where Lauren is, she has picked a fight with Logan Paul. And get this, won a boxing match against him. Who would have thought it? Even as a corpse, he still can't win a boxing match. Well, supposedly. And finally, Risso, who has discovered her brother isn't actually that bad, and she shouldn't have looked under her brother's bed. That's a lot of porn.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, that's goodbye from me, and now I'm gonna edit this together and upload it. Hopefully this gets taken well. I am gonna then do the episode 2s. I think it's gonna end up being maybe 3 episodes until it's over, so there'll be like 4 episodes each. This is the first. Obviously, it depends on how long I can keep it going.
Right.
I think Dylan's the one that's gonna be Connor's one's probably gonna be going on for the longest. Because he's going to be looking at literally everything. Then would be Dylan's, because he won't take anything seriously, and he's supposed to be investigating someone's murder. Then it will be Lauren, because and Risso's probably going to be the shortest, because I've got to remember stuff from when I was 10. Goodbye, everybody.